think.
Berlin, and just something that we've seen in general. It's very powerful on this map. But yeah, the double duelist composition out of Rise is going to be a bit different. This is a map that sometimes Neptune would play the Raze while Shanks would take over the sky, but instead they're going to go ahead and go double duelist here. FaZe looking for the solo duelist attack here. Again, that elevation change coming out of Baby Babe that's been shut down.
2 for 2 though, as Corey does eventually come into the mix. 1v1 playing over through U-Haul. Poised, able to win.
Dude, classics make Pistons so fucking random. I hate the classic era.
It's essentially a fight in the dark at the moment for both sides.
This is a fucking shotgun. No, why'd you pick it? You picked up the wrong gun. If he had a classic there, he won that 100%.
I'm literally saying, why the fuck would you
Right click, just right click, right click, right click.
Yeah, again, it's been a hot minute.
Would you rather a shotgun or a long range weapon at close range?
Whenever you would see Shank still playing the Jet on this map, again, he's a guy that's often.
I actually think he would have won that with the right click right there.
Play this guy to allow Neptune the Raze to know how potent Raze can be on this map, particularly the boom bot to get hookah control, all the different things that Raze can really do just to have a lot of impact on this map with the paint shells on top of that. So to see this move from Rise is very interesting. It's going to mean that they're going to be a lot more bursty, I think, and a lot faster pace on their attacks.
All right, I thought they did something, giving her a right click. Dude, I actually really wonder, what would the game feel like for pistol rounds if the right click like literally didn't exist? I swear,
but they decided to go for double controller instead.
the one thing that makes like pistol rounds kind of a meme in this game is the right click. I feel like it's just so random. There's so many times where I have just jumped and got like a medium range or mid range right click while jumping. It's like crazy.
Oh boy, and really before this offense could get off the ground, it's been shut down. The only attempt here now for FaZe is to try to double stack something, and it looks like that's going to be Corey and Zach.
Ghost songs would go up 100%.
Yeah, you can see Zachary trying to set up some stars.
Right click to remove equal precise gunplay.
They didn't have a lot invested and didn't have a lot of hope, I would imagine, in winning. And Neptune on for the ace, perhaps.
Oh wait, that's some nice movement.
Way other side of the map with the spikes.
Honestly, I think Ride's going for more of the quotation precise gunplay.
Touches instead, so that's 2-0 up for Rise. And yeah, it's interesting because we got 2 maps out of the way. Those are now in the past in the rearview mirror.
How do they decide third map sides? Is it coin flip or what?
I think the Tofu Princess for 3 months, and thank you Reverence for the 5 months. And thank you Levi for the 5 months. And thank you Cordova Alaska for the sub. Thank you Big a Bagpipe Hero for the tier 3.
I'm not sure.
And thank you
well, I thought that too, but I feel like FaZe would be higher.
Win rate on this map as well, so both teams will.
No, honestly, the right click could be more balanced if it spread like an actual shotgun. I think the spread is just like too good for medium to longer ranges. I feel like it should be like a close range only.
I'd rather pick the third map than fight.
But I feel like so often you'll have a classic and you'll just do like 156 and 2. Because like the gun shoots so straight that it just immediately hits their head.
And I think also the analyst does brought up a good point. How much value is Baby Bay going to find here as the solo Jet?
I think the I-13 for some.
Not having that Raze on Corey, I think, really puts even more pressure on Baby Bay now. You don't have that boom bot to create space into hookah or into other positions where you want to get map control.
Okay, now I'm curious. How many people here actually like the right click classic?
Alongside of his dash up draft combo to get on top of things and to create these nice like little double pronged entries. Now it's going to be.
I'm for like if it was removed, I wouldn't really care.
And so that's going to change how FaZe has to play here, I think.
Well, Derek will get some information, though costs him some health on 2 players stacked up just outside B long. Spike is making its way over this.
Fuck no.
So defensively, the rotation is coming for Rise, but the first blood still.
Like I'm kind of like okay, I meme it, but at the end of the day, like I don't really care.
Able to use that with a gravity well to get a little bit further.
I do think it's really strong though.
But Super holding on through. Hookah nearly able to find a second, but it's Baby Bay who gets the triple. Shakes diving on in with a shorty is good for 1, but of course a trade quickly there to follow, and FaZe will take the 3rd round.
Yeah, they cash in on the Rise's bonus there with just kind of a slow walk up into the B side. Baby Bay just going in dry, slow walking, catching.
What's your favorite food? I'd say my favorite food is
from Raucus to pick up on that position. Helps Baby Bay get the kill onto Poised.
I really enjoy Japanese cuisine, and for the reason of you never feel gross after eating Japanese cuisine. Where like, let's say you devour lasagna, let's say you devour like a burger, like a massive burger, you'll kind of get like that heavy feeling. Where I can eat like ramen, sashimi,
Again, exemplified here.
Like stuff like that, and I don't feel as full. I mean, the like tonkotsu is a little bit heavier, but still it's not as heavy as like the other options. Or they also have like Japanese curry, which I feel is more light as well.
But consistency on landing some of those top shots has been in struggle at times, but that's a great maneuver from Neptune off the boom pod, but he gets shut down trying to get the rocket out. Luckily, Poise able to make a trade.
Quick rotation through the teleporter, but
oh, you know what? You know what's actually, if you never tried it before, okonomiyaki, which is like, it's like
and now all of a sudden, even though FaZe will get themselves a plant,
like a seafood pancake kind of. It's really, really good.
Trapped on top of the site.
Yeah, now some of that's been detected by Derek's position over here at long B. Now they're being funneled back over to elbow position. Rise in the meantime get control of Hookah. They have a 2-man advantage on this retake, and Derek's still coming up the Octagon. Rocket still, that's a nice frag.
Player standing.
Wait, here's nice.
Would have to do it all.
He almost had that.
And well, you can see it has a phone. There's too many Rise members nearby. So the clean kills will be.
How's your chair? I like my chair.
No offense, I don't think I've seen Shanks kill anybody with this up.
I've actually, I've been pretty comfy on it. I will say this iteration this year is a lot better than the previous one I had, because I don't feel like locked into my seat. The other one I felt really locked into my seat because it felt like more like a bowl where it was like this and then it went like this on the sides, so you couldn't like put your legs up and stuff. But for this one, it just kind of sits like this and then it kind of goes like that, where it doesn't really affect my sitting position too much.
3-1. FaZe still buying, but
yeah,
they're a second or two behind, by the way.
Just a sheriff for Zachary.
Refresh.
To play for the round.
Wait, give me a second.
Which for FaZe
actually, I'm curious.
Like there would be maybe an opportunity to take advantage of this. Bit of an Aldrone battle through B long. It does scout out Baby Bay, of course, as he's tagged, but nothing else really much beyond.
Where's your sweater from? This is a shirt. It's from Uniqlo.
Not really interested in giving up too much there, so we'll rotate back over towards.
And again, this is where you're seeing the power of the double control. You keep this Viper Wall and Ace.
What part of Canada you live in? I live in BC.
Elsewhere as need be. Baby Bay trying to dash in with that, does get taken down. Neptune and Poise out trading FaZe for now, but it's been evened out up until that.
There it is. Shanks tilts the advantage now to a 3v2. Plenty of time on the clock, but it does look like FaZe are going to try to commit to this. Hunter's Fury also going to be spent defensively by Derek. As he's
I think he NR Illis for the sub with 51 counter for $3.
That turns things into a 1v1. The third shot from the Hunter's Fury did connect, so health advantage here for Derek, plus a recon bolt, which will reveal exactly where Zach is positioned. He tries to bait out maybe a plant, looking for the peeker's advantage. Has some stars to play with. Drops in. Gravity well. Maybe an opportunity, but it's a shot.
Oh my god.
Oh my, what?
Zach still repeaks it.
Sucked him in the open and then stunned him. That's hilarious.
Clutch for FaZe Clan to keep it within one.
Oh my goodness. What a chess battle that took place there. Utility exchange.
How the fuck did that happen?
So
What?
often in this fight. Zach putting the grab well out. Derek standing his ground. The shock dart puts Zach down the one, but cannot fit in that final bullet.
Yo, Vinny, thank you
and
for the
Zach
2 months.
winds up with a quad kill and a huge victory on a low econ.
No other agent wins that. Dude, Astra, the suck stun combo is so strong. No, you know what actually is the worst? Playing against an Astra stage, and then you get slowed, stunned, nothing you can do. Literally nothing you can do.
Trying to do a little bit of double stack here inside Hookah. Rockets will probably understand that's a huge potential now after that gets shut down.
And if he decides to
I love.
you will see a lot
Yes,
of
I do.
not just that it's a double stack, but one of the players.
Dude, I actually had some of the most bomb tacos when I went to LA, and like there's a it was a taco truck, and oh my god, so good. Like I love just like exploring different cuisines. Like I basically am not that picky when it comes to different types of food. Leo's, yeah, it's Leo's taco truck. Dude, that one is so good. Kaidi and I literally walked like 10 minutes to go to it, and then it hit different.
You're just kind of holding position, playing into those rotations, and I think they managed that situation very efficiently. That's going to tie things up at 3 apiece. Shanks and Baby Bay will now both have ops coming into this. Looks like they might even have a bit of a battle at Long B to kick these things off.
Yeah, no, actually, I did used to be really picky. But, Kade, am I less picky than you now?
That will encompass the majority of that kind of entryway.
I actually might be less picky than Kade now.
Around, it looks like Shanks is going to try to keep this same position in hand. It's a bit odd, and I sound puzzled because he's got an operator in hand. So how much value will you find with this, seeing a big green cloud of smoke?
Ever been to Italy? No, I have not.
He's here for the hookah pick. I mean, that's really what his main objective is going to be, is to try to get that pick and then kind of...
Now, I'm pretty sure Kade has agreed to with... She's agreed with me that I am less picky than her.
Definitely still has a chance to be able to get that opening strike and then get into safety and then still have that Viper spit to really entrench the site, but...
Because sometimes when we get something to eat, Kade will be like, I'm not sure if I'll like this, and then I'll just get something else that she'll like, and for the most part, I'll enjoy it a lot, and then if she doesn't like what she likes, or if she doesn't like what she got, then I just swap with her.
There's the concept divide, guiding light being sent through. Derek has to give up his angle just a touch. Soviet utility did reveal at least some members nearby, but Derek just spams, finds one. Corey's able to respond, keeping things even at a 4v4, but the shock darts are finding so much value. Derek spam.
Wait, Silva and U-Haul looks broken. What?
Another elimination, but the spike going to be committed. Baby able to plant that down as more trades come through, but as the Cosmic Divide falls, we continue to pinstripe the kill feed. 2v2. Shanks, big opportunity, but misses. 12 seconds on the clock. The spike was never fully planted. Raucus has to stick this. Superman's quickly trying to rotate on the long flank, but Shanks changes up the position through U-Haul, finds the kill, now a 1v2, and Raucus never expected the long play.
Online or land? This is online. Thank you, Game Hyun for the sub, and thank you, Juga for the sub. And thank you, Paula's Life for the 4 months, and thank you, King James for the 8 months.
What you're seeing play out is the same thing you kind of saw in the previous round. That is Rise being really well coordinated in these
I didn't see this earlier, but thank you, One Kano for the 3 colors.
This U-Haul play that took place. You know, it's Shanks that's the one that kind of finishes from that position while the long con play comes out of Superman, but also Derek, props to him. Such great use of shock darts, such great kills to keep his team in the fight from that U-Haul position. And now Rise are rewarded with a round where they will have a huge edge when it comes to weaponry. Baby Bay has the Spectre, everybody else on pistols. Baby J does have Viper's Pit. If they can get a plant, that's really all that's going for FaZe in this one. Look at this aggression already, by the way, from Rise up Long B. They get them a faster rotation.
The spam shots that come through. Good for a first blood. Spike's not a part of this play, by the way. This is just FaZe full sending it forward.
Thousand Korean food.
Bomb. Of U-Haul. Super going to get some clearance.
I love Korean food.
Dude,
oh, man, we don't have Korean barbecue where we are. So when Kade and I went to LA, we had KBBQ. I'm trying to count like 9 times at least, dude. Like holy shit.
Defender waiting for him in B side. He's gonna have to win that 1v1 against Derek to have a chance to put this spike down. He is jumping through, but the decay is taking his health down to a very low place.
Like KBBQ is Flavor Town.
This round, so that will be another one going the way of Rise. Now up 5-3, starting to get a firm defense in place here. Now worth noting that Rise, known for their defensive side on this map, near 60% win rate over the last few months. So definitely their bread and butter is getting, you know, that 6 to 7 round mark on average, but at times able to have big has, at times able to get to that, you know, 9, 10, 11 types of rounds. So
what did you get? Dude, I love beef tongue. I think beef tongue is one of my favorites, but oh man, I'll just eat everything, dude. I like an experience.
Not finding value as of yet.
No, I love the
conversation for now, as it looks like Rise wants to get aggressive. It's going to be met with the response of a Hunter's Fury.
I love when you get like the wrap. It's like I think it's like the rice paper or something, but you get like the meat, and then you put the meat next to your mouth, and then you get the rice paper, and you get like the sauces on it, and then you like plop it into your mouth. I don't know how to explain it, but that combination is different.
See if they can make some headway. Poise leading that charge, but Corey sniffs him out immediately. So now it's the Superman and Neptune left. They do have the ult on Neptune.
Yeah, the Radish is good too.
Now, and that's going to be the round. Rise will go up to 4 here.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe a bit of a disturbance caused by Superman, but I can't see him pulling all the way through. And indeed, BJ will keep us in order. But yeah, kind of going back to what you were saying. I mean, this is a map where FaZe have typically had a strong attack.
No. Oh, man, I forget how you do it.
In
It's
the
like
games that they've played this map around 22 times this year with the core of their team. 77%.
like I got the rice paper and I put it next to your mouth, and then you get the meat and you dip it in the sauce or whatever, and then you like plop it in your mouth. I don't. I'm explaining it bad.
It's a little bit concerning, but I think that round does a lot to get them maybe back on track.
Wait, Kaide, are you actually down? Wait, what time is
Fair
the Korean place open
So
to?
5-4 going
Because
into
I'm
the
actually
second.
really
Couple
craving
playing in
the
first
Wednesday
half.
special that they have right now.
Yet to be determined
Like
is
really
the
badly.
opening half. I think for FaZe just kind of coming off of a maybe arguably somewhat slow start into this map. Being able to find 5, I think, would be okay from your offensive half, especially considering the narrative you just put into play here with how good defensively Rise have been through stage 3.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, FaZe is no slouch. They're near 60% on the defensive side as well throughout the course of this year, so they can definitely get it done on both sides. I think the big thing for FaZe is they're making the more drastic change compositionally, right? I think this Corey on Sky situation, not having the raise that they're used to having on Bind, I think that is a bigger adjustment they're having to make compared to Rise.
Apologies if I made anybody hungry, but now I'm hungry. I made myself hungry. I'm like, wait, Kaide, are you down to go? I'm down to go. I'm hungry as fuck right now. I just ate, but I want to eat again.
And FaZe with 50 seconds are going to rotate this spike all the way back through middle. You see the star placement coming through over towards the over towards the
I know I just ate. I get hungry when I think about certain stuff that tastes really good.
I love this maneuver he made into Octagon. It guarantees
Thank you, Bullpix for the sub. Thank you, Ram Roro for the gifted. Thank you, Game Store for 2 months. Thank you, Kohai Nakono for the sub.
Forces FaZe to once again have to make a big pivot.
Thank you, chat.
Having to do so far behind already.
That's massive.
Yes.
I mean, really, you look at the fact that Supa was completely isolated.
You know what?
Just a single kill was good. And like,
After turning on phone verification, I noticed that chat is a lot easier to interact with because it's not 80% commands anymore. Like, I'm actually seeing messages that I can respond to instead of exclamation point sends.
Desperately so. All the way back into spawn.
Until 8 p.m. Okay.
Looks like they should be okay. Maybe not. Corey will fall. Maybe only one, but it's
like, oh my god, no. I shouldn't have said anything. Fuck you guys. I shouldn't have said anything, man.
Quite pop off yet for FaZe that we're used to. I mean, think back to map 1 where maybe Bay was kind of near that 30 kill marker, absolutely dominating on the Jet. This map had a lot of a tougher time getting going and getting.
No, but
I think is not able to have that.
Like a lot of the time, it's a lot harder to interact sometimes because of the just the command spam.
And they're having a little bit of struggle getting off the starting blocks here on the attacking side.
Yeah. And if they fall short in this round, where Zachary only has a sheriff, you question what kind of economy will they be able to tally together for the final round of the half. Right. Viper's Pit down again, same position early. Shanks does not have the operator though. This time it's just a rifle. He's playing with.
Thank you, Isaac the White for the 6 months, and thank you,
did you just see that?
For the sub.
Shanks has been doing different shit.
Guys playing too much of ranks, bro. Those are ranks shit. Like that's like content play.
Wait, how did that op shot not hit?
Oh no,
Dude, that was actually on
Neo
him.
from the Matrix.
online.
Maneuver there.
That's the ping diff right there.
To the fucking main
They're playing on the same servers that they were at land. Like,
Hazy for the gifted.
Everyone's still very healthy here.
Imagine that being like the first Valorant LAN experience you experienced.
Yeah, like that's a lot of people's first lands too. Like,
dude, that's tragic.
Not even a land, fake land. Don't even know what it's like.
Thank you, Bobus FNN. The sub.
Rifles he takes down poised. Well, so you would figure, but he's gonna have to plant first. So now 2v5 situation. Derek and Supa gonna try to do what they can. As Supa's gonna be playing into the connector. Star will be placed literally on top of him. That's a nebula that will at least conceal some of this, but it does look like Rise will concede this round and see if they.
Whoa, Kaide, what the fuck are you typing, bro?
Maybe get some exits. You know that FaZe's economy
thank you,
is not the best.
Die Job.
You know, rebuying it might.
Die Job.
Make it a little bit tougher to get full
Psyduck.
weaponry as well
Thank
as
you for the 2 months.
replenishing
Thank you,
abilities.
Hemus for the sub. And thank you, it's Mini Sama for the 2 months.
And it's a big round to win flawlessly because
What ping do you get on LAN?
economy was at. So you're allowed to get
One.
Zachary a free Phantom. You avoid having to repurchase weapons, and it keeps you on a full buy for the final round of the half and a chance to tie the game up.
What ping do I get online now? I used to get 15, now I get 17 for some reason.
Ultimate's coming into this next round. Zach is going to be one away from a cosmic divide.
Last round.
And you kind of
in
have to
the
wonder,
half.
will that mean that FaZe are going to
Stuck
be
in my
a
nose.
bit more aggressive with your bathrooms as you look back over this entry for FaZe? Actually, this is kind of later
You think
on
the
into the
Final
round.
Mouse Starlight is the best mouse
Puzzling,
you
I think,
use?
just to see Neptune
I
kind of
think
take
it's
such a wide
way
lead,
ahead
having
of
no help really
other
whatsoever to
mice.
try to get the
It's
trade.
just kind of hard to obtain, but like in terms of a quality of a mouse, it is probably the highest quality of mouse that you can get right now. And
but still 4 rifles across the board, though Neptune has to settle for a bulldog.
like I had some issues with the shape, but now I'm just getting used to it. Like I'm just holding it how I should be holding a mouse.
This B side. Again, same placement of the Viper wall on A site. Very common that we've been seeing on Bond. And again, I like that it kind of just gives you a constant to play off of that makes you hard to read. You can always use that to throw feints, or if you actually want to take control of
I think it's Christian for the 11 months. And thank you, Draz, for the 2 months.
You can do that.
They could do it.
Over the
They
G
could
Pro
do
X.
this boost.
to put smokes down elsewhere when you need to
And
execute.
the G Pro,
That's why you've seen a lot of teams
I don't. Okay,
play
there's a few things I don't like about the G Pro. Okay,
It's for that very reason.
the G Pro. First off, I don't like the shape. I feel like the shape is like an egg where I can't aim with it. Like I feel like the other Logitech mice. I think like the G303. I think it is. I don't remember the names. They all have G in front and then a bunch of numbers. But they like I think that one would probably have a better shape. But this the G Pro just feels like an egg to me. Like I can't aim with it. And then the other thing is it double clicks hard. Like I've never seen a mouse double click that much in my life. I don't know what it is. Like I've been fine with other mice that use Omron switches, but yeah, G305. My bad. But whoa,
bro.
Whoa, hold up, what?
A Black Mirror episode.
Oh, aggressive.
This is just a bulldog.
Wait, this guy's sending it.
This guy doesn't give a fuck, bro. Like,
Wait,
no,
why-
someone else
Like,
gonna
it's
get-
caught.
Wait, why is he shooting the bulldog like that though?
Yeah, he's
Yo,
shooting the
reload.
dogs.
Hello,
He, like,
reload, bro. Just
happy to
reload,
do
man.
He's funneled, but that's a big kill from Baby J. That's gonna break the pressure open a little bit. He's gonna threaten it now. The problem is even with that kill, Neptune still has such a powerful position that they can kind of keep their B defense in place. The problem is though, now they can't really get that rotation off of Poise. He has to kind of stick around.
That's a good wireless mouse that isn't.
Make the rotation a bit
I'm
longer.
also gonna sell.
You have to a good trade if you're
I have used a lot of mice, but I haven't used a lot of wireless mice, so I actually don't know. The only wireless mice I know is Final Mouse,
comes down to what will be
G
the
Pro.
call. Baby Bay scouting things out with the operator. He's in the octagon at the moment.
Yeah, I don't really know the other ones,
Will
so
be there. Now an opportunity for maybe a snake bite to push back this FaZe offense.
like okay, the internals of the G Pro are really good,
Like this
but the
reaggression
shape is
from
just
Baby
oh my
J
gosh, what
short
is that?
game. Now that he knows that enough time has passed, he can kind of break open and alleviate that pressure. Cosmic Divide on the defensive back hauls. They don't have to commit to this either. They still have Spike tucked in a way.
Actually, I've heard a lot of people recommend the Model O. I haven't personally used it before, but apparently the mouse is just like an FK, which I've used the FK shape before, and I mean it's good wireless, then it should be fine. Thank you, Kohia Dex for the sub, and thank you Atlas for another $3. And thank you Xeno Crates for the sub. Thank you Reverb, and thank you Juniors for the sub.
Maybe it just took a little bit too long to figure out what you wanted to do with it. So
I mean, obviously there's gonna be different shapes for different people. Some people might like the G Pro shape. Personally, not me, but like it's to each their own. Like that's why there's different mice. That's why there's different pads. Everything you can kind of cater to what you enjoy and what you like most. Like not everyone's gonna like the same mouse. Not everyone's gonna like the same mouse pad feeling. I like the shape of the Viper Ultimate. I think the Viper Ultimate has a fine shape. I just don't like the rubber sides. That's it. In terms of comparing, if I was going to compare the G Pro, like the standard G Pro, not the super light, if I was going to compare the G Pro with the Viper, I'd actually say the Viper, in terms of shape wise, I like better. But I just think that the 10 grams off the super light makes it probably better than the Ultimate. Whoa, what the fuck? What am I at a concert right now? This shit's wubbing like crazy. Yeah, I didn't go to EDC, so they brought EDC to me. Did you disable full screen optimizations on Windows 11? Yes, I do. I always just disable it. I don't even know why I do it. I just do it. Thank you, Lucito, for the 2 months. And thank you, Kikyo, for the sub. Also, I've been playing with bluish lately. So on my color temperatures, bluish would be... If you're using a Zowie monitor, it's bluish. Or if you're using like a different monitor, it'd be like a number. So it'd be like 7,500K or some shit like that.
We've provided you one heck of a game. Well, I say we. I've got no hand in it. These two teams have provided us one heck of a game.
Slim Marty for the 4 months.
Let's talk about Rise here because they put together another very solid defensive half.
Yeah, they pull out a double duelist, and it worked out really well for them that half. I have to say that. I'm curious to see how it affects the tempo of their attacking side. Again, Rise usually a really well-rounded team as far as what type of pace they like to bring to the table.
Have you watched Naruto? I've watched all of it. I watched even the filler episodes. Literally every single episode I watched. But it was a really long time ago. I could probably rewatch it, and there's some stuff I wouldn't remember. I actually tried to get Kaide to watch... I tried to get Kaide to watch Naruto, but...
jet dashes with the satchel.
Don't remember what happened. I think we just became too busy.
1-2 punch that can change elevation and can just gain ground very
Was Naruto worth it? Yes, 100%. 100%. Actually, I skipped the filler episodes. The anime is actually amazing. In my tier list, the only reason I didn't put it in S tier was because of the filler episodes, and I kind of got bored on the filler. But the actual storyline and depth of story, everything, like the anime is amazing. And if you like crying, perfect.
50 seconds need to make a play now.
Yeah, that's always tough to not have that. Again, it's one of those maps where they typically would have Shanks play the Sky while Neptune was on their raise, but they've elected to put Shanks on the Jet here, so that's going to change up things a little bit as they try to put that pressure on short A with a lot of different members, but it's not a commitment of the spike. They're still kind of sticking that into Hookah, and they're doing their job as far as fakes go. They're definitely causing a big rotation.
I haven't watched Boruto, actually, though.
On these sides of the spike.
I'll probably, if I'm going to watch Boruto, I'll probably rewatch all of Shippuden, but not the filler this time.
Inside Hookah position, so they will have a 4-on-4 post plan here.
Maybe the big influence maker might just be what happens in this 1v1 between Shanks and Corey, but also keep in mind, Raucus is long defending through mid-spice market, so there could be a battle.
You feel that way? So I know people have mixed opinions about... Okay, everyone has mixed opinions about stuff, but... You guys can have mixed opinions about Boruto, but can we... Oh, what the fuck? Dude, someone's hacking the Riot Games facility. You guys can debate about that, but can we all agree that Promised Neverland Season 2 is absolutely dog shit? If we all can agree on that, then I'm happy.
Rise now up comfortably by 3.
Yeah, and again, Rise just showing you how deep they can be tactically. Again, I think it's one of
And instead of arguing about something, let's come to a conclusion right here.
Team play, and they're diverse on how they approach attacking rounds. And there you see a really nicely designed fake, you know, a good short.
Yeah, no, I dropped Promised Neverland Season 2. Dude, the first season is so good, though. I will say the first season is really, really good. But my god, the second season. Not good.
That allows FaZe to get that
so much potential.
Rise to get that 4-on-4 post plant and just feel really
just
confident.
Lost.
A lot of quiet now unfolding. Baby Bay still holding this angle by himself through bathrooms. There are 2 stars offensively just to his right, so the ability for him to save.
What's with this stream, bro?
That's only if.
I don't know, bro. I'm actually going. The HUD was nervous.
Wait, Cuddy, you said the place closes at 8, right? So if I finish by, if this depends on how these games go.
Corners inside Hookah, which can often have it in eco type rounds, if we're honest. So they're just kind of minding their P's and Q's to ensure that they can put that.
I actually haven't seen Tokyo Revengers.
You know, kind of stress free. They will back off and start gathering back up behind that Viper wall over towards A side. try to put a little bit of pressure now on U-Haul position. Baby J and Zach are indeed holding that ground, but Neptune and Co are getting some great space off the back of their utility.
I think Alice Cruz for the $5. What's your sensitivity, Pat? You know what? I actually can't. I don't know. I actually don't. My DPI is 800. I don't know what my sense is right now. I actually don't. I switched my sense recently, like a few days ago, and I haven't touched it since, and I haven't even thought about it. And I think that's the best way for me to play without thinking about anything. I'm just gonna idly grip my mouse. I'm gonna idly use whatever is comfortable.
That's gonna be good for Corey. No chance whatsoever. Zach will find one more tradeaway kill at the end, but it's a negligible one as Rise still very much so get what they came for. Find the plant, keep two alive.
Thank you, B-Dub for the sub. Thank you, Cocus Danny for the sub, and thank you, Vivian for the sub. And also thank you, M. Durkin for the $3.
It's a nice back and forth match.
I'll make a guess on what my sense is. My sense is either 0.44 or 0.45. Either between those two. That's what I remember using last, but I don't actually remember what I changed it to.
Well to, you know, cordon off U-Haul, isolate the player on A site, and just kind of flex.
My monitor settings. I use 100% fire brightness. Wait, 100% brightness, 50% contrast. I can't control my sharpness on this monitor. I have overdrive on extreme.
The thing is, Rise are with their purchase. They're not just sitting
dark boost on 3.
Got rifles to play with.
Color temperature is either 7,000 or 75K or bluish.
The only good thing for FaZe is that they're at least able to.
Did you update your Starlight software? Yes, I did.
They still don't really have a read on Hookah at all. And they're also forced to play way back on A site. So they're kind of having to gamble a little bit defensively. And so Rise, in my opinion, is gaining a lot of good map control and information.
What would you recommend for someone getting into anime? There's a lot of good animes that I would say are good. Like, it depends on what you're looking for in an anime. And like, just think about movie genres. What movie genres do you like most? Man,
and it looks like yes, now they're gonna follow up behind Supa.
I don't suggest. Okay, I will say even though Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime, I don't suggest it as a starter anime. If you know what I mean. I feel like it's kind of long for someone starting off. You know what I mean. I think Death Note's really good. But at the same time, like, it really depends. I don't want someone to like start watching Hunter x Hunter as their first anime and they lose interest because they're not used to like how slow the ant arc is. Like, the ant arc becomes really slow, so.
Left with a retake scenario and a 3v4 for FaZe to try to do it. Supa's still over through U-Haul.
Like, my first anime was SAO, and then afterwards I watched Akame ga Kill, I watched Death Note was amazing.
Needs to also make safe bathrooms, not able to clean those up. Supa trying to look for something else, but it looks like this will just be FaZe saying, all right, fine, we bend. But like you had mentioned, that felt like a must-win round for FaZe, and they never really.
Ant arc is amazing. I do agree. Some people say the ant arc is too slow. I actually don't think it at all. I think the ant arc was actually one of the most
gonna put a little bit more pressure on them to get a buy coming into this, and
just
again, this is just a masterclass from Rise. On
beautiful arcs. I don't even know how to explain it.
You know, again, they throw a great.
I thought that arc was a masterpiece in my opinion. I know Kaide thinks it's slow.
U-Haul position already from the jump. You saw a bit of a gamble stack from FaZe over towards Octagon, which they had to play more passively on A site, which again just gives Rise so much room to work with on being able to poke and prod those rotations. You know, to be able to lodge themselves in safe positions and feel
like the only issue I know people have with Hunter x Hunter is they're just like, oh, the ant arc is too slow.
If this doesn't,
well, I'm like, dude, did you watch it? That thing literally is crazy.
And that's the next buy round, which is coming up in round 17. And without
like,
that,
yeah, the development. Yeah, I know, I know that, but you think. you think it's still like you said it was like really slow when we were watching. I remember.
Underdog, but I would be very keen to.
Yeah, that should hit the soul. I remember that.
Said setting up this match when we saw the initial pick.
If anything can make me like
stage 3,
cry loudly, it was a good anime.
Yeah, I think for Breeze that was the case.
Thank you,
the other two
Weston,
were
for the
coin flip, in my opinion,
$5.
coming into this, just based on what we saw,
Ultra custom symmetrical.
in
It's the same
Challengers 2
shape
and
as
Stage
S2
3,
and it's
how the
wireless. I love it.
exchange
I actually
series
tried
were
it. I don't
kinda
like
seeing
it.
the
For some
come
reason,
up
it
of
feels
Rise
weird to me.
throughout Stage 3.
I don't know
Obviously,
why.
a team that had their struggles
Thank you,
prior to that,
Caleb,
right?
for
I
the
don't
7
think
months.
I don't think they qualified for like any
Who's your pick to win
challenges
LCQ?
at the stage 3. But you could say the
I
same
said in
thing
my
about
top 3. I
FaZe.
think
Yeah,
it's
they
either
did
C9,
fantastic in
100
Stage
Thieves, or
1,
Xset.
second
That's what I
spot
think.
Sentinels in that Masters event, but they also had their struggles in Stage 2, unable to qualify for either of those Challengers events. And then you come into this stage and they missed out on Challengers 1. You know, finally got their acts together for Challengers 2 and did ultimately beat Rise when it
You guys can
mattered,
start an Assassination
to make
Classroom.
sure they
Assassination Classroom was actually really good. I like that.
But yeah, to me,
Maybe
these
as a
two
starter
teams are on
anime,
pretty
though?
equal footing, but Rise is definitely taking a step ahead here on map 3 as they're up 5 rounds and very likely a 6th
oh!
gonna be coming across.
Do you know what'd be really good? Okay, if you like rom-coms or if you like comedy, watch Love is War. I actually think anybody can love Love is War. I think Love is War, one of my favorite animes, dude. That anime is amazing. And in turn, like, there's like a 1% chance you don't like the humor in it.
Here's Shank's move. Finds the one-tap boom bot, taking him down.
Actually, no, there's a 0% chance.
Oh, the blast pack.
I don't think you can hate that anime. It's actually too good.
Even better, Corey's still up here, and Zach will also get the minutes. Everyone kind of sharing kills here for FaZe, and it's now just down to Derek. He's gonna have to 1v3 this in a position to still give this a go. Gets the first, does it cleanly, but Baby J from behind secures the thrifty. So
you didn't wait. You didn't like Love is War first, Kaidi?
See the must-win round come through, but
are you serious?
6 on the board here for FaZe, regardless.
It's gotta be a tough pill to swallow if you're Rise. Like this is your moment, right? This is your moment to really.
There's no way. I don't think I've ever laughed harder in my life for an anime, other than maybe Konosuba. Konosuba has a similar type of humor, but Konosuba, Konosuba is like the isekai genre.
That's such a big round to
Love is War is kind of cringe. I mean,
with the 4-round lead, but now
it's funny as fuck.
Lower firepower.
Man, how the tables have turned. Second time that we've seen that happen, but Baby Bay. Aggressive peek through mid-dirt, finds Neptune flushed out. That's good for a very clean first blood. There are still a lot of tools on the table here, though, for Rise. Still Viper's Pit and the Cosmic Divide, and honestly, if Derek can maybe find a kill or two, there
guys watch for
you
either. Oh my god. Thank you, Average, for the sub. Thank you, Zali, for the sub.
This move, though, at least from Rise. Yeah, they lose a player.
It looks like I think this is just Rise's game.
Back of their Viper utility, getting some nice space on A side. They can just find
after I saw Series 1, I thought
maybe pick up a weapon for Shanks.
Like when FaZe were just like in the lead, I feel like they're really a momentum-based team. I feel like if FaZe, when they start strong, but if you kill their momentum, it feels like they're really hard to like gain it back. No. So when I was asking my chat what anime should watch, some of you guys suggested that we watch Redo of a Healer, and I had no idea what the fuck it was. So Kaida and I, we were like, oh, what anime should we watch today? We're chilling on the couch, and I was like, oh, this anime my chat was talking about. We're on the couch, we're sitting there, and then 15 minutes in, I'm like, what the fuck? What did my chat tell me to watch? How is this an anime and not the other thing, you know?
It's gonna take a while now for Superman to get into position, so this is tough.
But the guiding light allows Baby Bay to get forward and do it quickly. The second one goes through just to see if anyone's holding the front side of Hookah. Spam shots to follow. Derek in the back, 1 kill away from Hunter's Fury. Poise finds the first. Baby J steps off the defuse. Now to a 3v3. Super still has one more snake fight to use. There it goes. Zach gonna try to hold on to this, but the snake fight does get the finishing punch. Baby Bay,
oh my god.
The blades and Rise. Improvisation key. But my goodness, do they ad-lib that nicely for an 11th round?
See, this is where I wish it would be let, bro. These guys would be yelling, talking.
Yeah, I already, yeah. Kaidi and I finished that shit. We finished it. I mean, once you start something that's a masterpiece like that, you can't drop it.
While maintaining presence elsewhere over towards elbow, and it allows them to, even though a man behind, play out a really solid post plant and still get the victory, and that's a big shot right back across.
Kaide's watching Food Wars. I haven't watched Food Wars.
So we just come right back swinging. We're not gonna let you get any momentum. And now they're just still a couple away from serious point here at the end of the day for Rise.
Just a little fun fact here. In the last 2 maps, in the second halves of each of them, Rise has only given up round to Thrifty so far. Everything else has been very clean, which is I think impressive.
Absolutely.
I feel like FaZe is still playing somewhat the same way as
again, they're gonna
what
get
I used
some
to.
Luka presence here with Neptune. Also still keeping Superman, putting that pressure on U-Haul. So again, that multi-pronged presence that Rise are so well known for comes into play yet again.
Oh, big pick. Corey trying to play in the top side of the Vipers, but it's Shanks who gets the better of him, and now the attack is on the way. The spike is here.
Domestic girlfriend, best realm of all time. Man.
Lurking is Shanks. He's going to find one more through the defensive spawn.
Man, holy shit. There's no way you just said that.
Planted 5v2,
That almost deserves a ban.
oh boy. FaZe are
Almost.
falling apart in front of our eyes.
Enemy remaining.
Again, just such great strategy from Rise. They're
Yeah, this is looking like a wrap.
allowing themselves to keep pressure on short A with Superman's.
I actually think that
simultaneously
Domestic
Neptune's taking
Girlfriend
control of Hookah.
might be one of the
They're
worst
also
enemies I ever
launching
watched.
themselves into Octagon.
I think
And then, even though
Domestic
the
Girlfriend
Vipers
and
hit
School
play
Days.
on
School Days I
site,
think is the
they're
worst
able to
anime I've ever
play
watched in my
around
entire
and get
life.
their pick
But
dashed
Domestic
over
Girlfriend,
it, and then put a
easily
world
second
of
worst
hurt
anime.
on the remaining defenders with the Hunter's
Enemy
Fury,
remaining.
and just with the
Opening,
positioning, Shanks able
really
to
good though.
just dash over the top of two, but even in the defensive spawn to cut off the rotation before it can even really start. And that's just so oppressive from Rise. That's what this double duelist comp allows them to do. Is just
Oh, thank
take
you,
this
SCM
space
Flex, for the
quickly
2 months.
and allow them to make these spacing changes throughout the half.
Well, it's last chance saloon here for FaZe. 4 Spectres. That's going to be mostly what we're looking at. Seekers and a Hunter's Fury could be a part of this as well.
Fuck. Wait, I want to quickly check at the bracket real quick.
Clearance of mid.
Oh, I'll check it after.
Corey's able to get the
This is
Trailblazers
potentially a
up
game-winning
against
round.
Hookah, but this
Because
will be one of the first times we've
FaZe's
seen
money
any
is
point of
fucked,
conflict,
and they have
largely
Spectres.
with this amount of numbers through
Spectres,
Shower.
half
I think, of
armor.
course, Rise continue on their move here on their outside of the map.
Yeah, this is definitely a first time we've seen this much heavy presence, and baby.
Wait, what is he doing?
Shanks eradicated. Zach trying to trade, but Shanks evades. With
Wait, what was that?
tail in
These
there.
guys like tilted. What is that?
Wait, what was that? With the Viper?
Fury to try to
Yeah.
maybe silence
this
any type of
blind
short
ult.
pressure, as well as the Seekers coming through at the same time, but
Guys
Rockets
are out of
playing
it.
patient. They're kind of
Baby-
holding back.
Baby
They're
Bay fucking
anticipating this,
TP'd.
and they're crushing the aggression from
Wait,
FaZe.
what is happening?
Zach, trigger discipline.
Yeah, they're mentally
The
boomed.
Wait, what?
Wait, they're gonna win, though?
Will tally the 4th kills kind of together, so it's now just down
What
to
the
points.
fuck am I
1-2
watching?
Situation, no spike in under 30 seconds. It looked so good for Rise. But the
did.
trigger discipline from Zach, unbelievable.
Huh?
What a shocker. Poi still has a chance at this, though.
Do they have
1v2
no idea
running
that
out of time, and he doesn't have spike possession. It's his main problem, though.
Dude,
Yeah, he's gonna
what?
back off and save.
10 seconds
And
left.
yeah, I'm shocked because I thought Rise did such a great job getting the opening pick in bathrooms. They
Dude, how did
avoided
it go
trading.
from
They caught the flank through the portal.
a
as well.
3-5
So for a
to
brief moment,
a
they were
1v2?
up maybe 5-3 in the
Yeah,
main
those-
counter.
yeah, they
That
were,
would be
yeah.
4 on 3.
Yeah, it was
And so to
5-3.
see FaZe snap back that rapidly.
Okay,
is
I'm gonna quickly
impressive.
check the bracket. I'm just
I mean,
gonna see
Rise still
who.
just has so much cushion. It's
So,
gonna take a lot more out
oh,
of FaZe
lower.
to really put the stress
oh
on
yeah,
Rise, I
Xset
think.
lost to 100
That is
feet.
a
There we
great
go.
round.
Yeah,
So that game, and
Step in
then
the right direction.
oh, it would be the losers of
So no
version 1 C9
showstopper,
and FaZe
and with a
Rise.
couple of weapons being upgraded off of just what was tallied off.
Man, I
of
forgot that
FaZe
we're
with the last remaining members.
we just did like day 1 of the tournament,
Firepower is
and then
not
they
ideal
canceled the
still,
whole
but it's
thing
getting closer.
for a bit.
A long way to go, though. That much is for sure. And the only small misstep that we've seen really so far from Rise outside of the Thrifty round that came through a couple rounds previous.
Yeah, very accurate summary of what we've seen so far in this half, that's for sure, as Rise still sit up 5.
I'm actually really excited to see.
Again, no one getting
I want to
here.
see how C9 plays.
Opening matchup for both of these teams in this
And
upper
V1,
bracket.
because
Loser
V1
will
just
get knocked
changed
down,
their
however.
color.
It's going to be a tougher path with only one spot available for champs.
Yeah.
Of course, 100 Thieves already winning in the upper bracket final, so they're already a few steps closer. Definitely one of the favorites to do so. Knocking
But I feel like looking at
other
the
big
C9
favorites,
roster,
like
they're
this
probably,
tournament, so that was a big win for 100 Thieves.
as I said, one of the favorites for this tournament.
Big pick there from Baby Bay on to Superman. Nice headshot. Gives
Where are
FaZe
you in the
up
bracket?
edge here early in this round.
But is there enough
So
defensive pressure
this
around
tournament
Tenz
is a
at this
qualifier
point
for
because
champions,
there is
and then
no one to
we
look
already
at. The
qualified.
LCQ will scout out
Therefore,
there.
we don't need to
No
play in
onside.
the
But
LCQ.
Spike again is not a part of this play. Spike is still making its way through a short. So Zach,
Yeah, we got knocked out already.
could you be clutch once again here? Gravity well comes through, sees the information, backs down. That's enough.
You know what? The LCQ, we actually got the LCQ Zippo lighters, and they look pretty awesome.
Elimination, it's Shanks who falls. Boy's still making a play through U-Haul. He'll find one and do it cleanly. 20 seconds on the clock. Have to make a move for a plant. The Poise wants to place down stars first. Rocket's coming around the corner, but made safe as Derek will watch his back quite literally. Baby J up top though finds the kill. 10 seconds. Poise steps off from the plant. He's gonna try to play for the kill and will find just enough time to get the spike
What am I
down.
watching?
And it's Baby Bay for a 1v2.
Wait, they won.
Neptune had held
What?
Baby Bay down
No
for
CTP.
so long
Wait,
that
this
he
is
side
one-head
all
as
along
fuck.
the way, and so it forced Baby Bay to be here too slow to stop from that plant from happening. And now he has to try to go for a 1v2 clutch here. Cosmic Divide will block his way in.
Updraft, not going to see anything. Gets himself into a corner. Is he enough underneath heaven to maybe avoid the gaze of Poise, who's up top? Cloudburst, Baby Bay going to go for this, but the gravity well will pull him off. Nobody peeking yet for Rise. Neptune, maybe the first one to try to challenge, but they're going to wait for
Winnable.
the second, or will they?
It's actually
Baby Bay
winnable.
finds the kill. Does he have time to make this happen?
they tried.
1v1, toggles it again. Not a lot
Oh.
more time to play, but
He didn't
goes
get
around
it.
the corner, finds
Oh.
the kill. Is there enough time though for the
Unlucky.
defuse? Oh, it's going to be close. Can FaZe
Why you
stay
dash
alive
away,
with the map? No, Baby Bay
Stay
will
alive.
dash away.
Attackers win.
And Rise will move forward.
No way, FaZe
sending
lost,
FaZe
bro.
led
What?
I actually thought FaZe would win.
I thought FaZe was gonna win too, bro. This shit got me fucked up, bro.